I was thinking to, I left out the long section on the sorrows because we all have a list of the Mary's sorrows. But I just want to emphasize this. Let's continuation of the benefits. Mary's sorrows are not over. Of course, if you have heard many of the apparitions, you will know that. Mary's sorrows are continuing today because of the evil that is still in the world. That's what she mourns about. That's what her heart is heavy about. And in all the apparitions, this is obvious for the conversion of sinners. Because she loves every human person as a child. Every person, every human being is a child, including the Muslims, the terrorists. That's why she's so sorrowful. That there's still so much work to be done. Mary's sorrows are even more multiplied by people who have come to faith and are rejecting the church. So she sends you, she sends me to be her immaculate heart, to reflect the sacred heart of her son. And a heart that is immaculate means a heart that rejects every stain of sin. And of course, it's a battle, it's a tough battle from day to day. But the commitment of every disciple is this: I'll get up every day and I'll ask your grace to be good. And in my mind, it doesn't require too much. The perfect saint is the best human being. That's what it equates to. The best human being is a perfect saint, is the perfect saint. And what does the best human being mean? I'm sure that's what you'll be asking me to define. The best human being is a human being that God wanted when he created Adam. Integral. Before the fall. Kind, generous, respecting people, helping people, supporting each other, being graceful, not being obnoxious. St. James has a summary of what I'm thinking about in today's reading, first reading at Mass. Yes, when he talks about jealousy. And he says, cultivate an integral personality. And I think this is Mary's glory. The recovery of the original human being that is a perfect image of God. And that's what she is now. She's a fully redeemed human person. And she wants you and I to have that glory as well. I've forgotten which saint said that. The glory of God is man fully alive. The glory of God is man fully alive. Every time that we are the best of ourselves, God is glorified. So Mary's glory is not just the Assumption and the coronation and her reign. Her glory is our best moments of testimony of our faith. She rejoices with us. I'll go through. Conrad. Sorry, it's finished.
What do you want to do? That's the last stream.
Okay. There's some pictures I wanted to apparitions. We'll just go through some pictures which tell us about Mary's life. So perhaps you've heard of all the apparitions. Bano, near Liège, in Belgium. This one was approved already in 1949. And Mary called herself the Virgin of the Poor and has since been venerated as Our Lady of the Poor, the sick, and the indifferent. Then the next one, you can push up. Okay. The same thing in Belgium too. In 49, final approbation was given in 1949, the same year. But she appeared 33 times between November 29, 1932 and January 3, 1933 to 5 children in the garden of a convent school in Beaurain. Of course, and then one of the most popular ones, Fatima, 6 times, Lucia, and Francesco, and Jacinta, yes. And anybody tell me what she told the 3? No, who was supposed to remain? And what were the other 2 supposed to do?
They will die.
They will suffer.
Yeah.
They will suffer and they will leave early. Yes. And that will be grace for conversion of souls as well. So, next. Guadalupe. Yes, designated patroness of Latin America. She appeared 4 times in 1531 to 1. Diego, of course, we all know about this one. He was canonized in 2002. And the story is one that emphasizes the humility of a disciple. Anybody who wants to receive divine presence has to have some humility and a spirit of innocence. When you read the story of Juan Diego and his going to the bishop and up and down, you talk about an innocent child. He was behaving like a child. You go down there and they'll say, go, we don't think what you're talking is nonsense. we don't believe you. And he goes up again and Our Lady says, go again and take this. You must be prepared to be like a child if you want to be holy. Okay? Go up. Okay. Our Lady of the Miraculous Medal. 3 times in 1830 to Catherine Laboure, and she was also canonized in 1947. Mary commissioned Catherine to have the medal made for Immaculate Conception. So in 1832, the first miraculous medal was commissioned. Yeah, I think we can go up. Lourdes, of course. Perhaps Lourdes and Fatima are the best known. Then La Salette, up. Yes. Yes, 2 peasant children. They saw Mary as a sorrowing and weeping figure. And of course, that's because, not because she's still suffering from Jesus' cross, she's suffering from our sins. The message she confided to them regarded as necessity for penance, of penance. A mass and the office with this title were authorized in 1942. Let's see. Who can guess where this is? Ephesus, yeah? Many of you have traveled, I'm sure. You've seen this? Ephesus, yes. That's what is reputed to be the place where John would have brought the Blessed Mother. Yes. That's right. Oh no, this is Dolorosa still. And this is Joachim and Anne. Joachim and the parents of the Blessed Mother. And they are with her, and she's standing on stump of Jesse, I guess. Joachim and Anne, parents of the Blessed Mother, that's right. Guadalupe, I think. Yes. Wedding. Yes, I think that should be one of the. Is it a joyful moment or a sorrowful moment? Is it joyful or sorrowful? They are often combined. As if he told her, "What is it to you?" Jesus, the son turned and said, "Ah, woman, why don't you mind your own business?" And he says, she smiles and says, "Do whatever he tells you." Yes, nativity scene. Oh, she's having This is one of the moments that I wanted to talk about, but he's talking to people, and his brothers, his mother, come and they are standing outside and they are asking to speak with him. And what does he say? What does he say? No, in answer, the people tell you, your mother and your brothers are outside looking for you.
Who is my mother?
So is it joy or is it sorrow? They are often mixed. Joy and sorrow are often mixed. I think it's one of those punch that Mary received. I said, "Oh, is that what he said?" But I know that he means good. And then he turns and defines Mary. He said, "Who are my mother? Who are my brother? Who and brothers and sisters? Who are they?" And then he says, "Yeah, The ones who listen to me. The ones who do the will of my Father, my brother, my sister, my mother. And Mary is a perfect example of these categories of disciples. So she says, who is my mother? And then she defines Mary. So he's not actually negating the fact that she is his mother. He is defining it in a better way. Nativity scene again. Assumption, yes. Sorry. I'm difficult, eh? It's fine. It's okay. Widen this. This is, there's supposed to be 2 women. Yes, she's going to visit Elizabeth. I think that's all. So I'll take some questions. And as I indicated, there's actually too much to say. I didn't want to spend the whole night here because you will not invite me again. But as you can see, I abandoned my sheets
105, 102.
so that I have to go through the most important.